Welcome to the wonderful world of teaching, where we share tips and tricks in hopes that you will find some classroom magic along the way. I'm Hannah, and today I want to talk about when you speak with administration. Let's just pretend you walk in on Monday morning, you beat those Sunday scaries, and you walk into your classroom, you've got your coffee nearby, and you sit down at your desk, things are nicely laid out, you open up your laptop, and there it is, the email from administration, come to my office. I don't know about you, but I still feel like I'm a third grader and I'm in trouble for something that I did wrong. My heart starts to beat. My mind is going a million miles an hour. Who emailed the parent? What did they do? What's going on? All the things. I'm just thinking about everything that could have gone wrong, something I said that was misinterpreted, and all of this. My heart starts racing. I'm starting even to get sweaty. Like I get so nervous. Anytime I hear from my administration. And so, of course, what do? You follow up. Okay, I'll take my coffee with me so it still stays hot, but walk over to the office, and sure enough, they just want to talk to you about this new opportunity that they have, or, hey, we've got this training coming up. But every time that it's just messaged, hey, come to my office, it's never like that. It's never a nice, friendly, oh yes, just come. Now, sometimes there are those moments when administration does have to speak to you, or there may even be the case when just any interaction with your principal or administration isn't a positive one. This happens a lot as educators. Sometimes there's the principal versus the staff. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that our school systems aren't a positive place, that teachers don't feel supported by their administrative staff, and that happens. And so I do want to share just a few things to be mindful of if you do work at a school where you aren't the biggest fan of your principal. The first thing is to make sure to not let them know that. So anytime you're in staff meetings, anytime you are having conversations with them, you need to be as positive as you can. You don't have to agree with everything, but you also don't need to be the person in the staff meeting that's raising their hand and going against a new program, or is, kind of having everything's a battle with the principal. It's not going to pay off. It doesn't look great. And while down the line you might get transferred to another school, you're not going to develop a great reputation amongst that district, and sometimes even that staff. So the big thing is, anytime you have a conversation, always try to find common ground. Try to find, hey, you want the best for students, I want the best for students, like where can we talk about this? I'm struggling with this new curriculum, it's not supporting my students, it doesn't yield the results, it's saying. What can we do? What can we do? And phrase it in that way. What can we do? You want to be on the same page as your principal. So that's kind of tip number 2. We've talked about don't let them know. The next thing is that find the common ground and be on the same team. You can assume goodwill. It costs nothing for you to think that they also want the same thing you do, which is likely the case. They are just taking a different route. But try to find that. I think that really helps anytime you're feeling concerned about something, you have an issue. You're not just bringing a problem to the administration, you're looking for a way to solve that problem with their support. The other tip that I want to share is, like I shared, to just assume goodwill. It really doesn't cost much to paint a narrative. And sometimes I'll do this. I started doing it when I recognized when I was driving and I get so frustrated and so upset that, somebody was going too slow, or they were going too fast, or they didn't stop long enough at the stop sign, whatever it was. And I would just create a story about them. Oh, they must be late to work, or they must have an appointment, or something's going wrong. And you know what? it just changed how I was. Okay, I'll let them do that. And that's probably not the case. Maybe they just are not a great driver, but it helps me to understand that better. And so that's something too. And if you know your administrator or your principal really well, and you already kind of know about their history and education, that might help. But if not, just create a story. Maybe they are getting inundated with requests from superintendents or district staff that's asking them to do a program, and maybe they don't feel like it's the best for students. We don't know, because oftentimes we don't ask as teachers, but I think that that's really important. It's a great way to just protect that relationship between yourself and the principal at your school. I hope that you found these tips helpful. I've used them a lot in any difficult conversations that I've had. Be professional, find common ground, and assume goodwill. Please feel free to like, subscribe, or share this video with anybody else that might be in a challenging situation with their administrators. I'll see you at the next one.